Hello, and welcome to the BeSavvy M&A Virtual Vacation Scheme. So the purpose of this onboarding video is just to guide you through how the system works. So tomorrow, or maybe even today, if you are watching this video on Wednesday, you'll get the link to all the simulations which are part of the vacation scheme. It will look like this, and you will get during the next week access to 5 different simulations covering 5 different important topics of M&A transactions. You will get a new access. You will get access to new simulations every day. So on Wednesday, you will get simulation number 1, and so on and so forth. Uh, you will also get some information regarding getting access to the simulation. So don't worry if you have set up account on BeSavvy. I will find your account and connect it to the simulation so that you have the access. So let me show you how some of the simulations work. All you need is just to click the open button, wait for a couple of seconds, and you will have access to the simulation. So the simulation works pretty easily, but I would like to highlight some technical details which will make your experience much more beneficial and much more interesting. So we often start with conversations. So this is Edward, your e-mentor, who will be guiding you through the whole simulation. And there is a predefined script determining and the goal of the script is to provide you with some key information about different elements of simulations and how they work. But we do not want to overwhelm you. That's why you only have access to the most essential information inside the dialogues. If you want to learn more, you can see that some messages have these red buttons indicating that there is additional information attached to these messages. For example, you can hover over them and you will see what information is attached. Click and you will get access to additional uh, articles highlighting different place and different know-hows and different frameworks aimed at helping you better understanding the topic, and they will be also essential to resolving the case studies that you will face later. If you want to close them, just click on the green button and then choose another one to learn more. If while reading through these articles, you have any questions, you can always ask them. In order to do that, instead of clicking the next button, click Ask button, and you will have a chance to ask Edward some additional questions. Edward is very knowledgeable. Edward knows well what is happening inside your chart. Edward is aware of all these additional articles, so he will be able to help you understand the topic better. But Edward also knows that his job is not to answer the questions that are outside of the scope of the simulation, so please don't do that. So you can do something like that. And click send, and you see now we have this additional chat with Edward. And while this main chat is predefined, it is scripted because it's important for us to give you the essential information you need. These additional questions, additional charts can personalize the experience so that you better understand what to expect, and so that you can ask additional questions and make sure that you understand everything and are ready for the case studies. When you are finished, you can always ask some additional questions. But when you are finished, you can just wrap them so that they do not interfere with the main chart. Close the chart and then go to the next messages from Edward, learning what is happening and everything you need to know. Now, after learning the details, you'll have a chance to practice. So you will be presented with a number of case studies, which are pretty difficult. So they are very practical. They rely on real case studies. You'll have access to clauses from real documents. And your job is to advise clients on various topics, just like when you are a junior associate at a law firm. So again, Edward will help you along the way, but this time it will be your place and your chance to suggest your ideas into practice. But again, we don't expect you to give all the answers right away. So when going through the case studies, there are two modes which you can use. The basic mode is the answer mode, which really gives you a chance to type your the answer to the question. But if you don't know, you can always jump into the discussion mode and ask for additional information from Edward. For example, you can ask for a hint to better understand how everything works, or you can ask some additional questions. So again, Edward is very knowledgeable. He knows well the case study. He can reference it in his hints, and he was always ready to help you with all the questions that you might run into. But when you are ready, just don't forget to jump back into the assessment mode, type your answer, click answer, and get feedback from the system. Your goal is to get to the point. Let me just see what the question is. Okay. Okay. So your job is just to arrive to the point where Edward is happy with your answer. It will be easy to understand because it will be highlighted with green color. But if it's red or yellow, it means that you still have to make additional changes to your answer, and Edward will guide you along the way. Nevertheless, if you have even more problems, you can always ask for help in the WhatsApp chat. No problem with that. Just share your concerns, share your ideas, share what doesn't work, and I will be happy to help. This is it for today. I think it was not very difficult, but this is like only the introduction to the simulations. We have a lot of secrets, a lot of surprises stored for you. I believe this is very interesting experience that you probably haven't had a chance to work with before. So yeah, tomorrow on Wednesday, you will get access to the simulations. Good luck and speak soon.